Hi, this is Ian Dainty, and I'd like to welcome you to this session. That's obviously me on the right, those of you who don't know me. And that's my company on the company name on the left, Maximize Business Marketing. And I'd like to welcome you to this session of what are the three major mistakes that stop business owners, CEOs, presidents from moving their business from 7 figures to 8 figures and beyond. And today I want to go over the first big mistake, which is not developing the fundamentals. And this is really, really important. And there's so many fundamentals that's why most people don't develop them. And today I want to show you what these fundamentals are, why they're important, and how you can learn them a little bit better as I give you a document to download after we're finished. So what are these fundamentals that are so important to B2B sales and marketing? Well, to me, there are 9 factors that are important for B2B marketing sales success. There's 5 pillars, which are what are the basics, what's the buying process, what are the marketing elements, selling elements, and SAM is strategic account management. So these are the 5 pillars for B2B marketing sales success. And then underlying those are the PAR processes, the planning, analytics, and research. I like the word PAR because I love to golf, and so it kind of fits into what I like to do. And of course, the foundation for all of those is the client-facing machine. So what I want to do today is touch on all of these 9 factors and show you what elements are involved in each of them and why they're important to you. So what they are and why they're important. So the 5 pillars for B2B marketing sales success are this. Is the basics, the buying process, as I mentioned, marketing out, selling mass, strategic account management. So let's look at pillar number 1, the basics. So there are 7 elements here. And you've probably seen most of these before, excuse me, but they're important that everybody understands them and everybody in your organization understands them, not just your sales and marketing people, but everybody understands them because they really define who your clients are. What's your client company? What are your client personas? What are your client goals? And this is something that most people leave out. What are the issues your client faces that you can solve? What is your value proposition? What are your differentiators from your competition? And also, what is your competition? Now, there are many elements that go into each of these. I'm not going to go through them today, but you can see that why the B2B sales is sophisticated. Some people call it complex. I always like the word sophisticated. Learned that at IBM in my early days, that sophisticated sounds a lot better than complex. And I think you'll agree with that it's a very sophisticated process. And these are important that you go through all of these. And I'm going to mention a program after I give you the 3. I'm running after I give you the 3 problems and issues that are underlying why B2B CEOs, presidents, and companies don't make it. But in the meantime, I want you to understand what all of these are. Pillar number 2 is the buying process. There are a number of factors that affect the buying process. Again, I'm not going to go through it. There are 5 buying stages. Social proof is really important, which a lot of people leave out. It includes things such as case studies and testimonials. Why B2B companies buy? There's 5 reasons. There's really one that most people leave out. And who are the 5 influencers that you need to understand and who they are that will influence the sale, each sale that you make to a company. And they can differ within a company for each sale that you make. So it's important that you understand that. So again, makes it a little more sophisticated. B2B number 3, marketing elements. Now, there's a lot of elements that fit into this. One of them is a marketing plan. There are some things that every B2B company should do, and most of these are here. The content, and everybody's talking about content, goes on your blog, and what are the insights that how are you teaching people, debates, etc. You can debate people on different forums. You can use different modalities, as they call it, to deliver it: video, audio, articles, ebooks, etc. There are a bunch of different social media platforms you can use. I think these 4 are important for B2B. There may be more, but I think if you use these 4, that's enough. LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. You need to be using email. Speaking is a great way to get your message across. And of course, webinars, seminars, teleseminars, etc. Pay-per-click ads. If you need to run a campaign, you need to run pay-per-click ads. Public relations, of course, are important. All of these things can be used, and I'm not saying you need to use all of them, but you need to have a good, particularly website content and how you send it out, and a marketing plan. So all of these are important in order to get your message out. What are the selling elements, which is pillar number 4? There's a sales playbook. Many people have never heard of a sales playbook, but it's a combination of what do your salespeople do when they're in front of a client? How do they get in front of a client? And what do they say when they're there? How do they overcome objections? You'll see that later, etc. Qualifying is important. I've developed a thing called the game plan, and BANT. GAME stands for goals, afflictions, impact, and meaning. And BANT is an old way of budget. Oh boy, I've lost what the A is. Needs and time frame. Authority, sorry. A is authority. And that's an old way of doing it. Demos. Give demonstrations as much as you can of your product or services. Proposals are important. They're a selling element. A lot of people have to answer RFPs. How do you handle objections? How do you close? What are some of the things you do? And you know, I don't mean the cheesy stuff. I mean, but you've got to understand when somebody handles an objection, gives you an objection rather, you know, your price is too high or something. How do you handle that? And then how can you move that into the close? What's your relationships? I talked about that in the article last time. What's the knowledge base that you know about? And the importance of the key account managers. And we'll talk about that in a sec. So they're the selling elements. Pillar number 5 is strategic account management. There's a whole bunch of knowledge requirements about the industry and the client that you need to do, and you have to research. What are the opportunities within your client when you do have a client? What are the more opportunities that you get? You do this by setting up a client management framework, which I do have the template and the framework to do that. And there's quite a bit that goes into it. You know, what are the opportunities? What are the and again, what's the industry client? What's going on in the industry that's affecting your client, within your client, etc. So what are the outputs of that? Well, you get a plan as the output of that. How do you resolve issues? Relationship management. I have I think a very unique way of how you resolve issues and how you build your relationships within a client. And of course, you should have a customer relationship management tool, CRM, to manage all of this. So all of these things are important in a strategic account management situation. So what are the PAR elements? Again, I love the word because of golf. Planning, analytics, and research. These are really processes that you need to go through. I mentioned a couple of planning tools, your playbook and your account management or your account plan and your marketing plan, etc., are very important. What analytics? There's so many analytics you can use now in what you're doing and help you in your research as to what types of clients buy from you. Where do you get? It's the old 80-20 Pareto rule that comes in. What are the 80% of the clients that give you 20% of the clients that give you 80% of the revenue? So you need to look at analytics and how they can help you. And there's so many things that you can do now with analytics. As an example, Google Analytics on your website. Who's visiting your website? What are the most popular articles and videos on your blog, etc. You've got to know all this stuff. So all of these are really important in how you approach your clients today. And of course, underlying that is your client-facing team. It's your salespeople, your marketing people, your client service people or customer service, your implementation team, and any consultants you have, either internally or externally. All of these people that are talking to your clients directly are important. Now, your whole group, your whole company is important, of course, operations and management, HR, supply chain, they're all important too because they all feed the client. So all of these people are important, and you must understand who they are and how they interface with your clients, etc. So that's what B2B marketing is, B2B marketing sales. That's what what you need to know in order to really have a great marketing and sales company. So why is all of this important? Well, the real reason are because of the results you get. And I've grouped all this into a bit of a marketing framework here, where you have a supporting organization that goes through, knows the basics and the marketing elements, the selling elements, the buying process, etc. How they develop clients, the prospect marketing, and you need expert coaching too. If you get all of this, where you deliver value through the results you deliver and building the relationships, you get the business effectiveness. And these are the kinds of results you can expect. And so why it's important to know all of these elements and factors when you're when you're building a B2B business. Faster revenue growth, 3 times faster growth rate. We've seen even 5 to 10 times faster growth rate when all of these factors are put into place. You'll get higher margins. I talked about that in the relationship model in my article. You get long-term account stability, which goes with relationship, how you build your relationships. You get an improved competitive position. In fact, many times the further you go up the relationship ladder, the less competition you have. Increased cross-selling, where you can sell other products and services to your client. Then you get client advocates who then help you get other clients. And of course, you get a lot of staff training. You get better staff retention and team synergy when you have all of this working. So it's all important. It is a sophisticated process, but you'll get the results you want by doing it. And again, all of this builds on the relationship commitment that you can build up with your clients that I showed you last time. I won't spend a lot of time, where you become a trust advisor or a strategic business advisor to your client. So how can you implement these factors? Talked about what they are and why they're important. How can you implement these factors? Well, with systematic training and coaching. Now, you can always go out and read everything you want. I mean, the internet's full of everything you want these days. Whatever you want, if you want to do it yourself, you can. I recommend, obviously, because I'm a coach, that you use systematic training and coaching, and I obviously have the systems to do that, but it's up to you. So it helps you. Coaching really helps. I mean, people don't read I've come from Canada, where hockey is our major sport. People don't have a book in front of them when they're playing hockey to try and figure out what they're going to do next. They have a coach that helps them do it. So if you really want to succeed, you need the right training and the right coaching to do it. And also to help you, I've put a download of a free PDF below about why marketing is so important now as opposed to just sales. B2B marketing never was that big 10 years and earlier than that, but it's growing and growing and growing and becoming a really, really big factor in your success in your B2B business. So be sure to download the free PDF below. Again, these are the 9 factors that affect your B2B sales success. Learn these, understand them, make sure you know what they are. Again, training and coaching will help you. And don't forget to come back Thursday for the second reason why B2B CEOs and coaches, and owners and presidents fail to grow the way they should grow and the way they can grow. If you have any questions, please email me through the link below, and also leave a comment below and pass these on to social media by liking this video. And if you have any questions, again, email me through my email link below. Thanks very much. I look forward to talking to you again Thursday.